This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Friday, June 2nd, 2023. I'm Alex Brown. After 400 jobs were cut last December, New Jersey-based Catalent is ushering a new round of layoffs affecting 150 jobs in Bloomington, primarily in leadership and support positions. The contract drug manufacturer cited a sharp decline in demand for COVID-19 vaccines as a key reason for the cuts. According to an internal email obtained by the Herald Times, Annabelle Carlo, vice president and general manager of the Bloomington facility, told his staff the branch's operations were too expensive and unsustainable. The move was made to reduce duplicate roles and inefficiency. The use of nuclear power from small modular reactors creates a promising carbon-free energy option for Purdue University that should be further explored, according to an interim report from Purdue and Duke Energy. Purdue VP Ryan Gallagher said the university could also help as adoption of SMRs grows.
Particularly in the field or in the realm of public education around the use of nuclear for energy needs, as well as workforce development. If we go down this path as a nation, as a state, we're going to need construction engineers, civil engineers. We're going to need nuclear engineers and operators. So Purdue and universities like us are well positioned to help out with that.
The report said no decision is being made yet on whether to build a small modular reactor at Purdue or on Duke's Indiana system. But Gallagher said the partners would be well served to continue investigating the option. Mary Browning, CEO of the Indiana Organization for Nursing Leaders, has announced her retirement effective this month after nearly 10 years. The organization also said Kathy Wichman, who most recently served as Decatur County Memorial Hospital's chief nursing officer, will succeed Browning. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Get ready, West Central Indiana. We're headed your way. IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the inaugural Engage West Central Indiana event, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. Tuesday, June 20th at Holman Center at Indiana State University. We'll be diving into talent, education, and other issues shaping the regional economy. More at ibj.com/engage.
The nation's employers stepped up their hiring in May, adding a robust 339,000 jobs, well above expectations, and evidence of enduring strength in an economy that the Federal Reserve is desperately trying to cool. IIB's Kate Sharon has more.
Friday's report from the government reflected the job market's resilience after more than a year of rapid interest rate increases by the Fed. Many industries, from construction to restaurants to healthcare, are still adding jobs to keep up with consumer demand and restore their workforces to pre-pandemic levels. Yet, there were some mixed messages in the jobs figures, which also showed that the unemployment rate rose to 3.7% from a 5-decade low of 3.4% in April. The government compiles the unemployment data with a different survey than the one used to calculate job gains. The length of the average work week also declined, and wage growth cooled, resulting in a jobs report that economists said painted an unusually complicated picture of the employment market. Still, the overall picture was an encouraging one. Joe Brasulas, chief economist at consulting firm RSM, said as long as the economy continues to produce above 200,000 jobs per month, the economy is not going to slip into recession. In Friday's report, the government sharply revised its estimate of job growth in March and April by an additional 93,000 jobs, underscoring the labor market's durability. Kate Sharon, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
A requirement for pharmacy benefit managers to be licensed in Indiana is now active after the Indiana Department of Insurance opened the application process this week. Governor Eric Holcomb signed a 2020 bill mandating the licensure requirement and giving the IDOI commissioner more authority to set standards, including provisions for licensure and financial requirements, application and renewal fees, annual reporting, and violation penalties. Pharmacy benefit managers are third parties who act as a go-between for health plans and pharmaceutical companies. Indianapolis-based construction contractor F.A. Wilhelm Construction Company is marking 100 years in business this year. The company, which has helped build many iconic buildings in Indiana and across the country, from the Indiana State Museum to the Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati to the new Four Winds Casino in South Bend, has grown to more than 3,000 employees across its entire footprint. Vice President of Business Development Doug Gebhardt said the company's longevity is a testament to its family-owned leadership and the team they have created.
It begins, I think, with the quality of our people who have a real passion for the construction industry. They bring a strong work ethic along with diverse and distinctive skill sets, knowledge, and industry expertise that is really unmatched and which spans across all facets of the industry. And that I think uniquely equips us to continuously embrace complexity and new challenges within the industry and allows us to be successful in those endeavors.
Gebhardt said Wilhelm is a $1.4 billion company with 90% of its work performed in Indiana, and adjusting to the needs of the company's clients and the ever-changing construction industry have been another key to its success. West Fork Whiskey Company co-founder Blake Jones is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.